Hello guys, just a quick heads up before we get started. It's raining outside, so you might hear some background noise. Sorry about that, but let's get into today's video. Now, I welcome you to a shocking revelation that's been making waves on social media. If you've been on TikTok, you've probably seen the clip of Elon Musk's unsettling salute during the inauguration ceremony. But what's even more disturbing is the context behind this gesture. As one speaker in the video points out, this salute is eerily reminiscent of the Third Reich, and it's illegal in Australia. But here's the thing. Some people believe that the Third Reich didn't actually fall in 1945, but rather transformed or conformed, eventually making its way to America through Project Paperclip. Yes, you heard that right. The rise of technocracy, a system of government where scientists and engineers hold power rather than politicians. Now, as we take a deeper look into this topic, we will explore the frightening implications of this ideology and the role that Elon Musk, as one of the richest men in the world, plays in it. So buckle up and get ready to uncover the truth behind this chilling salute and the technocratic agenda that's slowly taking shape. So with that said, let's get into the videos. I will be right back.
For those just waking up, welcome to the Fourth Reich. This right here is absolutely wild. Now, I know a lot of people think that the Third Reich fell in 1945, but it did not fall. It just conformed or transformed. It was brought here to America with Project Paperclip, and we are now living in the Fourth Reich, the rise of the technocracy. Wow. I'm still trying to process everything, guys. We need to be on guard. The deception is thick, and there is a religious movement behind this as well. In the name of Jesus, please do your own research and understand how in history, the atrocities that have been performed in the name of Jesus and in the name of God. We need to be on guard. It is the Trojan horse, guys. Please understand that. The bio-digital convergence, the surveillance state, the merging of man and machine. It's blowing my mind. The Trump administration is the Trojan horse. People think they got a King David, but they actually got a King Saul, who is allowing in the billionaire technocrats, the PayPal mafia, to then usher in the transhumanist agenda, the surveillance state through technology, and people are drinking the Kool-Aid, and it breaks my heart. And it's going to be critical for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear to be on guard of this great deception. The bait has been set, and people have taken the bait, and they have swallowed the hook, drinking the Kool-Aid. And I get it. It is tempting. It seems good on the surface, but that is the Trojan horse. Please be on guard out there. Please seek the Lord like never before and understand the prophetic times that we are living in, how it will be marked by deception, and the enemy is deceiving the church as a whole. And when you see the majority of the church going one way, that should be an alarm to you. That should be a red flag. Please be on guard, guys. I love you all so much. God bless. Remember, the just shall live by faith.
Now, just in case there was any confusion, yes, he did what he did. Yes, you all saw what you saw. Yes, he said what he said. Yes, this is really happening. Yes, this was preventable. Yes, we will resist. Yes, we will go on. No, this will not consume us. Yes, we will still find joy. No, they can't have it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I need everybody to stay focused.
I need you to stop right now. The first step is they're going to tell you that what you saw, you didn't see. And if you saw it and you think you saw it, you actually saw something else. And actually, it should be interpreted differently. But really, it was just a joke or in the moment or all these different things. Eventually, they'll tell you it's AI. Eventually, they'll just bury the clip. They're open about it. We went through this last time. They're going to be open about it now. They spent 4 years denying that this is who they are. That is the richest man in the world. Whacked out on his mind, on God knows what, standing in front of tens of thousands of people, in front of hundreds of cameras from all these different news agencies around the world being live broadcast. And he knew that, and he still did that. He slapped his chest so hard, you could hear it. And now that man has an office inside the White House complex, and he's running a committee called Doge. which is just a joke of an acronym because he's really there just to make sure that his investment does what he really wants. So congratulations to Vice President Trump today. I'm glad that our real president actually told us which party's truly in power today.
What? When I watched that on live TV, I stood up out of my chair. That wasn't a fluke. That wasn't an accident. A fluke or an accident, typically when it's debated amongst men, is an accidental salute or an accidental point to the crowd. That was choreography. Bro hit the 1-2. How do you accidentally bust out the original choreo from 90 years ago? The OG. How do you mess up that bad? The answer, you don't. Even if it was planned as a media stunt, it was still planned. Even if he goes, I didn't mean it, or a spokesperson for him goes, it was an accident, I don't know what's gonna happen. It was planned regardless, no matter what he wanted it to mean.
To everyone defending Elon and what he did, I want you to do it. Do it. Post yourself on here doing it. Do it when you guys greet each other in public. Come on, have it be your thing. Own the libs, right? Prove to us that it wasn't what we thought it was. Do it.
Yo, I don't know what the hell Elon got going on, but I seen that before last time when Hitler was in the goddamn history books at school. I don't know what him and Trump done promised each other or how they about to set this situation out, but I'm telling you, I won't be around to figure this one out. Hell no. TikTok ain't worth that. I don't give a damn. On stage, Elon? At the inauguration, you gonna just throw it out there? Hitler Jr. Hell no. Listen, y'all. If y'all gonna try to figure this out or figure out what he mean, everybody standing up there talking about something, maybe it was something else or maybe he didn't mean what he actually said. When y'all find out, y'all let me know. One thing I ain't is a fool, okay? My mother been taught me that. I don't know what y'all gonna do. I ain't really got no rhymes and shit for y'all this time. I'm just the messenger, y'all. Y'all be safe, okay?
We all have eyes, right? We all saw what we saw at Trump's rally from Elon Musk, right? We know what we saw because we have eyes. Despite them saying we didn't see what we saw it. Repeatedly, it's been played over and over. We saw it. There's no denying it. And aside from seeing it, the most obvious tell that what we saw is in fact what we saw is that he hasn't denied it.
If it actually was a Roman salute, why don't all of you coming on social media defending it make a video doing it as well? See, that's what I thought, because the biggest threat these people have conditioned others is that wokeism, gender, pronouns is destroying and indoctrinating your kids, whilst they will let a billionaire that obviously have so much power and influence in the world get away with something that is very problematic, that, mind you, if this was in Australia, he would be arrested. And I'm pretty sure that salute is illegal in Austria, Germany. But I guess that's the same freedom of speech that some of you are so desperate for you to exert. Please pay attention, because this is not normal.
Yes, that was a salute, and I can prove it to you. No, not by doing it or expressing that the gesture is obvious, because that's not going to work. Because all you're going to say is, why would he do that on national TV? Even if he had those views, that's just so silly. That would never happen. The whole idea of Trump, Elon, and everybody who follows them is testing waters. Doing something that can be misconstrued or conveyed in multiple ways to see how the public reacts. And if his following doesn't acknowledge it or reacts poorly, then they can say that was never the point in the first place. But if the following sneakily gets behind it, then they can start doubling down on that minuscule, then double down on that, then double down on that, then double down on that, until it's a real idea. I don't understand how people don't notice this. A misread becomes an accident, becomes a joke, becomes table talk, becomes, hey, do you guys actually like this? Becomes, hey, I don't care if most people don't support this, there's enough people for it to happen. And then boom, we go from what was an accident or a misread of the situation to an organized assault. And again, if that organized assault didn't come to fruition, they never had to worry in the first place because they, say it with me, tested the water.
Another note, you do that in Australia, you'll get arrested. So yesterday I made a funny TikTok about, how we have kilometers, gun restrictions, universal healthcare. We have also laws that protect us from racism and hate speech and hate symbols and actions. I cannot believe a world leader did that on a world stage and nothing's going to be done. And a lot of the news outlets aren't even talking about it. They're just kind of like glazing over it, and Trump's not going to say anything about it, and no one's going to ruffle feathers. This is how you know money is king, because he's the richest man on the planet. People don't want to upset him, so it's like, we'll just give him the benefit of the doubt. We're not going to talk about it. Oh no, did it really happen? It didn't happen. Oh no, let's go to bed.
If you don't call out Elon Musk for what he did last night, then anything that happens after this point is in part your fault. If that is your guy, I am begging you to draw some lines, to make it clear that there are some things that we have decided collectively as a society that we do not do, and that is one of them. Because he is testing you. Not me, because he's not my guy. He's testing you. He is trying to figure out what you will let him get away with. And if you do not call him out, then anything that happens after this point is in part your fault, and you don't get to say this time that you didn't know. You don't get to say that there was no point where you could call this out or stop this, because this is the moment. This is the point. And whatever you are doing now is what you would have done back then. So if you are sitting there saying nothing, or if worse, you are defending this man, that is what you would have done back then. Draw some lines. And please do not fail this test.
Let's be really clear. Really, really clear. I am not a spring chicken, and this is not a joke. You saw what that was. It is what it was. I had a career in PR, babysitting celebrities and influencers, ensuring that they don't pull stunts like this. Do you know why? Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he meant one thing or another thing. Do you know what the ENTENCEs saw? The schmatzes? Do you know what they're seeing today? Is affirmation and a call to action. And do you know what I am not seeing? Is any sort of apology or any sort of explanation on Elon's behalf. I promise you, as somebody who has worked in PR for a long time, if that had been an oopsie and he didn't mean it, I didn't mean it like that, he would have gotten slammed with a PR to-do list to clean up it. But he's silent. So that tells me he knows exactly what he did. It was on purpose. It was for the PR. And this is all part of their narrative.
Now, Elon Musk waded into controversy on Monday when he gave back-to-back fascist-style salutes during celebrations of the presidential inauguration of Donald Trump. I just want to say thank you for making it happen. The owner of SpaceX and Tesla, the richest person on earth, and a major Trump donor advisor told Trump supporters at the Capital One Arena in Washington. Musk then slapped his right hand into his chest, fingers splayed, before throwing out his right arm on an upwards diagonal, fingers together and palm facing down. The Anti-Defamation League ADL, which campaigns against anti-Semitism, defines this salute as raising an outstretched right arm with the palm down. As the crowd roared, Musk turned and saluted again, his arm and hand slightly lower. "My heart goes out to you," Musk said, striking himself on the chest again. "It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured. Thanks to you, we're going to have safe cities. Finally, safe cities, secure borders, sensible spending, basic stuff, and we're going to take Doge to Mars." That was a reference to the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, the federal cost-cutting effort to which Musk was appointed by Trump, and remarks in the inaugural address in which Trump said the US would send astronauts to Mars. Now, Musk asked his audience to imagine American astronauts planting the flag on another planet. Mining such actions and shouting, "Bam Bam," he was speaking in advance of Trump's appearance on the arena for inaugural parade events moved indoors due to cold weather and for the signing of executive orders on stage. Social media users have expressed shock at his gesture, with Ruth Benjand, a history professor at New York University, saying, "Historian of fascism here. It was an N to the Z salute, and a very belligerent one too. Now, Musk did not immediately comment, though he did repost footage of his remarks that included the second salute and endorsed memes seeking to turn footage of his salutes into jokes. Now, one ex-user wrote, "Can we please retire the calling people the N thing?" Musk wrote, "Yeah, exactly," and he added a yawning emoji. Nonetheless, an Israeli newspaper described Musk delivering a Roman salute, a fascist salute most commonly associated with N Germany. Now, the ADL meanwhile says that in Germany between 1933 and 1945, the N salute was often accompanied by chanting or shouting "Hail Hitler" or "Sage Hail." Since World War II, neo-Nazis and other palm color supremacists have continued to use the salute, making it the most common palm color supremacist hand sign in the world. Now, in a statement posted to social media later on Monday, the ADL said, "This is a delicate moment. It's a new day, and yet so many are on edge. Our politics are inflamed, and social media only adds to the anxiety. It seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm. Not an end salute, but again, we appreciate that people are on edge. In this moment, all sides should give one another a bit of grace, perhaps even the benefit of the doubt, and take a breath. This is a new beginning. Let's hope for healing and work toward unity in the months and years ahead." Now, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a high-profile progressive Democratic congresswoman from New York, blasted the ADL. "Just to be clear, you are defending a Hail Hitler salute that was performed and repeated for emphasis and clarity. People can officially stop listening to you as any sort of reputable source of information now. You work for them. Thank you for making that crystal clear to all." Now, Musk responded to that message saying Ocasio-Cortez has reached stage 5. Trump derangement syndrome, fully unhinged. Now, Trump has widely been accused of being a palm color supremacist and indeed compared to Hitler, not least by J.D. Vance, now Trump's vice president before the former Marine and author entered Republican politics and changed his tune. Musk's engagement with and support for the global far right continues to prove controversial. Earlier this month, he hosted Alice Weidel, leader of Alternative for Deutschland, a far-right Germany party, for a conversation on X. Now, Weidel contended that Hitler wasn't a conservative, he wasn't libertarian, he wasn't a communist socialist guy, and we are the opposite. Musk agreed. On Monday, some prominent far-right social media users celebrated Musk's gestures on stage in Washington. However, he had meant them. At the first reported by Rolling Stone, Christopher Follos, the leader of Blood Tribe, a Neo-N group, wrote on Telegram, "I don't care if this was a mistake. I'm going to enjoy the tears over it." Andrew Tober, the founder of Gab, a far-right social media platform, also wrote, "Incredible things are happening already." Now, there were angry reactions across Europe to Elon Musk's apparent use of salute banned for its N links in Germany, where some condemned it as malicious provocation or outreach of solidarity to far-right groups. Michael Friedman, a prominent German-French publicist and former deputy chair of the Central Council of Jews in Germany, described Musk's actions at an event after Donald Trump swearing in as US president as a disgrace, and said Musk had shown that a dangerous point for the entire free world had been reached. Now, Friedman, who descends from a family of Polish Jews, hardly any of whom survived the Holocaust, said he had been shocked when watching the inauguration live on television, adding that as far as he was concerned, Musk had unambiguously performed the N Hail Hitler salute despite attempts to downplay it. "I thought to myself, the breaking of taboos is reaching a point that is dangerous for the entire free world. The brutalization, the dehumanization, all of that is Hitler, a mass unaliver, a warmonger, a person for whom people were nothing more than numbers. Fair game, not worth mentioning," Friedman said. Now, the president of the Jewish community described the gesture as highly irritating, but she said it was not as significant as Musk's recent attempts to meddle in German politics. We have finally come to the end of the video, but what do you, our viewers, have to say? Share your thoughts, your views as well in the comment section on what you think about Musk's salute. Share your thoughts and let's have a conversation there. Thank you for always watching and see you in our next video as we bring you another interesting video.